gonna take everything from you. Your emotions, your mind, your body, your blood, every single thing. Are you ready for it? Let's talk about this abortion. And why is abortion such a big deal to talk about? We talk about it all the time as doctors. We talk about it with the nurses. We talk about it with our patients. But little is known about abortion. And I want to remove this myth about abortion being a bad thing, because we actually experience this every single day. So I'll describe to you what abortion is, and then we're going to make decisions together as to why or why not to do it. Okay? So an abortion is simply a removal or termination of a pregnancy before 28 weeks. That means it's not yet ready, the baby is not yet ready to survive out of the womb, and it either came out on its own or may be induced. So there are two types of abortion, either induced or spontaneous abortion. So I'll talk about the spontaneous abortion so that you can understand that abortion is not necessarily a bad thing. It is, sometimes it happens to people and we call it a miscarriage, and that's why we changed the word from abortion to miscarriage, so that it's easier for people to hear in the community as abortion, which is really not taken in very well by the community. So spontaneous abortion can be of 4 types. We have the threatened abortion. Some people will experience some pains and the pregnancy is not really coming out, but it's still there, but it's threatening to come out. There's another one that's called incomplete abortion, where you actually have bleeding. You bleed. When we do an ultrasound, we find that parts of products of conception or the pregnancy are still inside and they're not completely out. That's called an incomplete abortion. In these cases, we usually remove, while we do something called a suction of manual vacuum aspiration. You'll hear some people saying kuoshwa, nilioshwa, or such things like that. Then we also have the complete abortion. Complete abortion, maybe the lady had bleeding and it all came out. That's complete abortion. When we talked about induced abortion, we have 2 types. We have the one that's medically induced by the doctors, and this is now where the problem comes in, where it's induced by doctors for different reasons. For example, if a mother has an issue with hypertension and the hypertension is only because of the pregnancy, sometimes we might have to deliver the baby too early, and that's if it's before 28 weeks, we call it an abortion. See guys, abortion is not necessarily going to do bad things outside. If a mother also has any complications with the pregnancy, we might actually lead to induction of that pregnancy when it's before term. The other one is called clandestine. This is when now someone who has made a decision on their own, they go out there, go to a non-professional person, we call them quacks, and they get that pregnancy out, and it's done the wrong way. They come with complications like infection and even worse still, death. So guys, you need to understand abortion, and this is where our women rep came in and talked about this kind of abortions. I'll give you 3 scenarios and you're going to tell me what you think about these 3 situations. Number 1, if a mother came to you and she said she just had a baby that 6 months ago. She was breastfeeding as a type of contraceptive, but it did not work and she got pregnant again. And in this case, she has a 6-month-old baby and now she's pregnant again. She's unable to do anything with this baby. She's not able to take care of a new baby. What do you want her to do? She wants this baby out. What do you think she should do? Write it in the comments. Number 2, if you have a lady coming to you, she said her husband traveled very far away and now suddenly, by mistake or by chance, we don't know, she's pregnant. Obviously this baby is not her husband's. She's gonna lose every single thing. Guys, let's think logically. What do you think she will do? 3rd scenario, you have a young girl from school. She just came into the hospital with lower abdominal pains. You ask her the last period was when? She says 2 months ago. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. She says, do you have regular periods? No, they're irregular periods. I'm only 16 years old. I mean, I started it only when I was 13 years old. So we send her for a pregnancy test, and also we do an ultrasound. Lo and behold, you have 8 weeks pregnancy. She's the only one who has reached high school. The only one in her family, the only one the father is looking up to. What do you want her to do? And this is why I want you to think rationally about this. It's not about religion. It's not about it. This is individual choice. If these ladies were given a chance to go out there and do the abortion, do you think they would do it? I guess maybe the answer will be yes. If they come to the hospital, they tell us this is our condition and I want to remove the baby, do you think we will do it? According to the law, no, it's not accepted. But we need to really reason behind these reasons and try and think through these young girls or these ladies. So we need to consider what everybody is going through. And if you have gone through an abortion, you know what I'm talking about. For those ones who are planning to do one, think about it. It's going to take a toll on you. It's going to take everything from you. Your emotions, your mind, your body, your blood, every single thing. Are you ready for it? I suggest we all go for counseling, right? We all go for counseling. Think about abortion, talk to me, like, share, subscribe. This is Dr. K. Let's talk.